everyone, I am the Shinigami, and today I'm reviewing Naruto chapter 632. So today, in this Naruto chapter, we got to see we got to see the Konoha 11 go fight. We got to see the Hokage step it up and, defend against the Jubi and see what they had to do. So, let's start off with the beginning. So, we see Naruto saying, "Let's go, Sakura and Sasuke," and they both agree, "Yeah, let's go." And then, Kiba calls out, he's like, "I'm gonna become Hokage." She tells him that nobody really cares. Ino says, "Isn't this nostalgic, Shikamaru?" Discussions among themselves. Okay. So then the Konoha 11 charge in the battle. Then we switch over to Hashirama. He says, he forms his wood clones, and then they go to the different people around the barrier. So he says we need to make a hole in the barrier for other people to get in to fight and to take care of the Jubi. So they work on that. They get the hole open and everybody jumps in. One of Hashirama's clones goes over to Madara and he says, "Sorry for making you wait, Madara." And Hashirama's like, "No, I'm not interested in a clone. I'll wait for the real one." It's like, Hashirama, did you really think you wouldn't see through that? But then, we go back to Naruto and the Konoha 11 and everybody. They're going in to fight. And more flashbacks, surprisingly. And this time it's with Sakura, and she's talking about, I'm not going to be left behind. And, by now you're thinking, yeah, Sakura, you're not going to be left behind. Pfft, sure. But she actually kicked ass this chapter. She Falcon punched the crap out of those little Jubi monsters. Pretty much destroyed the landscape. I don't know what Tsunade's power is with that little diamond thing on her head. I don't know what it's called. But I was surprised to see that Sakura had it now. I always thought that was something just exclusive to just Tsunade or whatever. But it's not surprising that she has it now, in a way. But, yeah, she's been saving up some power for the past 3 years. That's what Shizune said. And she certainly showed it whenever she did pretty much leveled a mountain. I mean, she didn't level a mountain, she pretty much created one by destroying the landscape. But still. Pretty badass for Sakura, and I was actually cheering for her, even though I don't really like her at all. But I'm starting to like her more. If she keeps this up, I swear to God, if she starts doing this good stuff again and then they have to defend her again, I'll lose faith. But yeah. So then, Sasuke and Naruto use their attacks against the Jubis, and then they all get to each other's backs. They said, "Alright, time to fight." And that's how they end it. They're all back to back. So, I thought this was a good chapter. I really liked it. Good pacing and everything. And this was, in my opinion, a really good chapter this week. I'll do the basic fact. Badassness, it was actually pretty badass. So I'd say about a 6 generally. But then, probably about a 7 for badassness. And then whenever it got to Sakura's punching, I'm just imagining that in the anime, that's going to be like a 10. Easily. Attention level, how much attention was I paying? I was actually paying quite a bit of attention because I was interested in what happened in this chapter. So I'd have to say for attention it would probably be about 7.5. Satisfactory, how satisfied was I with the chapter? Probably an 8 or 9, it was really good. Interest level, how interesting was it? Probably about a 7. I mean, you sort of get lost on the... Or it sort of loses you whenever it gets to the flashbacks. It's like, oh god, Naruto and more of its flashbacks. Comedy, how comedic was it? There's probably like a few comedic things, Shino stepping up and yelling at Kiba, while at the same time as like him becoming who he is or whatever. And, Hashirama's got wood. So, comedy would probably have to be about 5 or 6. Fan service. Really no fan service unless you fanboy/fangirl over any of the characters, so general fan service would have to probably be 0 or 1. Animation, how well drawn was it? It was actually really well drawn, in my opinion, so I'd have to say it was about 8.5 or a 9. Predictability, well, we did a prediction video, and it was actually somewhat close to what happened in this chapter. I mean, we didn't get everything that happened, but general predictability-ness would have to be probably about a 6. Overall chapter rating out of 5 stars. In my opinion, it'd probably have to be like 4.5, or maybe 4.6 or 7 stars. 4.7 stars. I liked it. It's good. Sakura finally did something useful. I know people are gonna get angry about it. Sakura is useful, no. Not really, not most of the time. But yeah, she finally did something useful, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's all for the chapter review. Remember, like, subscribe, add to favorites, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. It's all greatly appreciated. And be sure to check out for the Bleach chapter review, which will be online shortly because I'm waiting for it to come out. Yeah. So, I am the Shinigami, and I am signing off. Jonah.
Adios, otakus.